or they're not willing to do to get it. Like, let's be honest. Most women know that men don't want women that weigh more than they do. So when I say, hey, you know, dress size this or that, oh, how can he do that? He judges such and so forth. I'm like, Miss America, Miss Universe, cover of college. I mean, before Tess Holiday. But anyway, we understand that there's beauty is subjective. There's an objective standard too. And I just don't act like these things don't matter because you couldn't put, what was the dude on Howard? Beetlejuice on the cover of GQ calling him the sexiest man of the year.
Right.
That would not work. We would chuckle. But we try to feed that crap to men, and I'm saying men don't want to eat that.
Definitely. Do you worry that you, in terms of your future, you could be a victim of the same issue that we frequently are describing on your show, where you're all of a sudden reaching a different level in your career? You have more and more women reaching out to you. How are you going to eventually settle on one if you're constantly being inundated by more and more women reaching out to you who are of more and more higher value by the day?
Yeah. Here's
Good
the
problem
thing.
to have.
But see, here's the thing. I've already been through my whole phase. I don't have a bucket list anymore. There's always going to be a hotter, sexier woman. You know, that's cool. But I would rather have somebody that I could be myself with. They understand who I am, and they can match my irregular flow and let me do what I do. That has a value to itself. There ultimately comes a relationship between one man and one woman to where they understand each other, to where that's more valuable than money, status, power, or hotter TNA or new vagina.
You know what I never expected, but I've really realized in recent months or years is that there's no better turn on than being in business with your girl and making money together and actually doing something for yourself together. I went my whole life having no idea what that would have felt like, and then in recent years of really kind of,
now you have a real partnership.
you know, and once you can actually be building something together, not to mention the kid, because then all of a sudden you've got like this costly unpaid business that you're starting together that is immensely rewarding.
Right.
I mean, that'll really join you together and get you thinking on the same wavelength, you know?
See, one of the questions I asked early 2020 is I asked a question to a black male audience. I said, what do my non-black middle class, upper middle class, and lower upper class men know and understand about marriage in today's environment? They marry, divorce, and remarry. What do they know and understand about the institution of marriage? The middle class and lower upper class black men don't, because the marital rates are so different. And one thing I noticed in corporate America is, as a young black professional, young black women, summertime, my counterparts were all going. All the white women were going to weddings, being bridesmaids, and we were all going to the club.
Right.
So it was like everybody else was getting married, but then you realize that you can work hard, you can be good, but there's a level at which everybody upstream is married or has been married. There's a marriage cap because men being successful, I mean, think about it. It's hard to sit in a room full of married, successful men who talk about wife, family, this and that, and you're a single guy. You have a different motivation, a different calculus, and being on both sides of it, I understand it and I speak to that. Because if you look at our divorce rate, that's 50+%, right? The divorce rate drops to about 20%. Above a household income of $250,000.
Wow.
The more money, more people stay together because it's more than just sex. It's about legacy. And your best assistant is your spouse. Whether they're directly involved in the business or whether, like many high value men, their wives will come work for the business. So she'll be the office manager.